Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now we have the Saturday night press conference. It's been shambles tonight, especially the last game, the Geelong and Sydney game. That was shambles. The Brawn curse has happened again. He must be on the stands watching, cursing us. Okay, the Brawn has destroyed our teams. Just calm it down, everybody. It's all Brawn's fault. Let's continue. The first game we had was the Port Adelaide and West Coast game. Now, let's go straight to West Coast because there's not many players in West Coast that any of us have. If anything, there'll be one player, and that was Ginby. His break even was 80, and he scored a 62. Or that was the owner's going to lose cash and have a poo-poo score on the board. Okay, just calm it down. Okay, and that's about it. There's no one else here of any interest at all. Well, actually, some may be interested in Tom Barrass. Okay, he's having a not too bad season. Some of us that don't have cash or on a budget, they need to go to the market and get a player. Tom Barrass is in the Perth market right now. You can get him. He's on special next week, but he's got a 121. But don't rush. Okay, his score of 56 was in last week's cycle. It'll be in there for another week. So just calm it down if you want to rush and get him. Just take it easy. Don't rush yet. And that's it. The only other player was, as we said, was Ginby, and he scored a 62 with only 64% time on ground. He hardly spent time on ground. Luke Shuey, he got injured again if you got him in drafts. Unfortunate for him. That's about it for West Coast. Actually, I fell asleep watching this game. The only thing that got me interested was Connor Rosie from Port, 126. What a champion. Now Connor Rosie was on fire. Some people may have Zach Butters. They might have brought him in this week. He scored a 94. Zach Butters had a huge game last week, but didn't back it up. Houston, if you got him, 93, didn't do much. Well, he was okay. I got him in draft, so it's not too bad. Now, Ollie Wines had a massive score for his standards. Scored 84, that's huge. That's like scoring 200 for him. Just calm it down. Anyway, he's no good. He's poo-poo this year. Okay, don't worry about Ollie Wines this year. Just don't get him. Even if he goes to 300k, I still may not get him, okay? And he'll probably be about 390 soon. Now, who else of interest here? Well, there were some rookies. Lord, he looked okay. Scored 53. He wasn't not too bad, okay? Now, Williams scored 37. He just ruined all his cash. Came off the bench as a sub. All his cash is gone. He may even play next week because Marshall got injured. I don't know how bad it is. Actually, what's he got? What's wrong with Marshall? He banged his head, or he's got a concussion. Anyway, so that was it. But then again, you got some other players coming back. Now, the horny man, Horn Francis, he was terrible. Okay, he was actually so bad. Free kicks against. I want to see how much free kicks against he had. He had 4 free kicks against. Ruckman's standards. I don't know what's wrong with him. He looks good in some games, but look, just one quarter and 3/4 of most games he doesn't play. He's no good. Anyway, so the horny man was no good. Wasn't horny today. Just calm it down. All right, let's go to the next game. We had GWS versus the Lions. Okay, and it was not a very exciting game, but it was exciting for people that own Josh Kelly and Stephen Coniglios. Okay, just calm it down. We brought him in we found Coniglios in Victoria Market last week. Remember, we went shopping. We went to Victoria Market to get him. Discount price. He scored a 136. It was unbelievable. Let me show you the tweet and let's see who got him in. I put up a tweet. I said, anyone bringing Coniglios this week? I just can't calm it down. And I was doing my happy dance. I was very happy. Anyway, we got some replies. Let's have a look at some of the replies we got. Now, Mike, he asked me, did I try out Sard to get him? No, I didn't. I never had Sard, Mike, so it wasn't Sard. Okay, my good friend here, Klopp, he said even for non-owners, he'll be still under 500k next week. That's true. You can still get him in next week if you didn't get him this week. If you don't have any other problems again next week, that is. Now, Stevie said I was going to get him, but I went Sinclair and said, well, Sinclair's going to do good. I think Sinclair's going to go 150. Just calm it down, Stevie, okay? Stevie's going to do good for you. Now, Kate said Well, she said he came into my side, but Gulden right now is having a shocker. Yes, Gulden is having we'll talk about him in a minute. Just coming down. Now, the Gulden boys, speaking of Gulden, the Gulden boys, okay, he said, I brought in Neil. Oh my God, we're going to get to Neil's scores in a minute. Even I was shocked. Not that he brought in Neil, not that it was a bad decision, but he just had a bad game. Okay, and Big Ben had him for ages. Finally, he done something for Big Ben for a change. Now, centre bounce, he said it's a hard life. Oh, I don't know what that means. Maybe he didn't get him. That's what he's saying. I don't understand that one. Anyway, Supercoach HJ's. He's put up his hand. He's got him. Good boy. Now, James Mutzer got him in. He and Kelly, well, he was looking at his phone all game. He was so excited. Just coming down, James Mutzer. Okay. Jacob Taylor got him in this morning. Okay. Well, the Victoria market was open this morning. Luckily for you, Jacob. Okay. Well, not me. Max Brown deleted the video. It got deleted. I don't know what it was, but actually I laughed at it, but I can't remember what it is now. Okay, Tom Smith. No need to bring him in. He already had him. Okay, well, at least you had him. It's okay. Josh Ankrum is very happy. Aaron brought in Coniglios and had the Bont as VC. Aaron is flying this week. Just coming down, Aaron. Okay. Justin. One is Flynn. Okay, I have to read it slowly. I know someone who got rid of him 2 weeks ago. Wow, that's unfortunate. Okay, Aaron Uden. Actually, he gave the name as well. Wang P must have got rid of Cogs 2 weeks ago. Wang P won't be very happy right now. Okay, Aaron Uden. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Kelly did okay too. Well, Kelly did more than okay. Just come down, Aaron. Now, Alex. He brought him in this week for Ed Richards. That's what I did. I did the exact same thing. Cost me 11K, but was 80-odd. Difference in points. It was huge. Okay, it was massive for us. Now he needs Cosy Pickett to do bad, and was JD the Goey to go well for a good payoff. Okay, let's find out soon. Jack Edmondson says it's party time. Okay, he says Yebo. It's party time. Just coming down, Jack. Okay. Masic says yes, sir, and Supercoach's Life has put up his hand. He says, me, I did it. And Zane, the man with the good name, the best name in the world, he said, Vasco will make up for Gulden playing the worst game of football for a year. We're going to talk about Gulden in a minute. Just calm down, Zane. We haven't got the Gulden yet. Let's continue. Now, speaking of Josh Kelly, if you can recall in our last week's team meeting, I made Josh Kelly clean the toilets, okay? And he was not happy about that. He doubled his score from last week for cleaning those toilets. Actually, not only did I make him clean the toilets, okay, I didn't tell you something that I made him do. I made him sit behind me, okay? Actually, he had to stand behind me, okay? And I was eating baked beans all day, baked beans. And I was doing smellies, yeah, a lot of smellies from my bum. Okay, just coming down. Okay, so Josh Kelly has learnt his lesson. He's not going to have any more bad games because he has clean toilets and smell the smellies, okay? It smells of poo-poo. Just coming down. Anyway, let's continue. Now, Nick Haynes had a good game, but then he had a poor one last week. Was there anyone else? Yeah, Himmelberg is the big one, okay? Himmelberg, 7 kicks, 13 handballs. He went nuts. He was playing ruck, second ruck. Although it might have even been first ruck at some stages. He was doing awesome. Didn't have many hit-outs, but he looked good. Hopefully he has a role change. We're going to find out more during the week. Now, if he has a role change, I might actually get him in. We'll have to see what happened. Now, anyone else? Some people might have Flynn as a ruck. He scored 89. Buckley, some people have Buckley. Scored 87. If you still have Callahan, he went nuts. Scored another 77. That's massive for him. 77 from Callahan is equivalent to Stephen Coniglios scoring a 130. Okay, just coming down. Now, Lockie Whitfield is no good. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's finished. Lockie Ash is no good too. Who else is no good? Well, speaking of no good, some people had Rouston on field. Oh my God, scored a 27. This is a 27 with no Green playing. He scored more last week as coming off the bench as a sub. What's wrong with him? He played forward. What did he play? What happened to him? What does it say? 7 touches, including 6 kicks. 6 kicks? That's unheard of. Anyway, that's it for GWS. Okay, I was very happy with this game. Let's move over to the Brisbane Lions. Okay, just coming down. Now, at the Lions, Dunkley, just the usual 104, okay? It's okay. It's a pass, okay? We would have liked a lot more, but it was okay. Now, for a team that's won the game, the only 3 players scored 100s. For a team that lost the game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players scored 100. So I don't know what's going on here, just coming down. Anyway, who has Dunkley scored his 100. Lockie Neal scored 76. That's a disaster. Okay, that's a primo scoring 76, and this is a top 4 primo, and he wasn't even tagged. That's a shocker. Now Ashcroft scored the same 76. You might as well have Ashcroft. Don't know about Neil. Okay, that was a shocker from Neil. Now, who else had? Some people actually brought Neil in this week. They'll be bleeding. They'll say, "Give me my money back." Okay, they want their money back now. Just come down. You can't get it. It's gone. Now, McKenna, 57, backing up his 55 last week or something like that. He's finished. Okay, his cash making's over. It's gone. He may have even lost. I don't know if he lost cash or not, but his cash making's finished now. It's dried up. Wilmot, 39. I had him on Fields. Come on, Wilmot. You can't be this bad. It was a shocker. It was disgraceful. I was so upset. I'm not going to play him no more. He's going to stay on the bench from now on. He might actually make some more cash next week, but it won't be much, okay? So, you can almost get rid of him as soon as possible now. All right, that's it for this game. It was a shocker, okay? Let's move over to the next game. We move over to the Geelong and Sydney game, okay? Now, just for the record, for this entire game, only 4 players cracked 100s. Actually, only 1 player cracked 111. It was a terrible scoring game. Luckily, we don't have many of these players. For the Cats, the Dangerfield's going nuts. We should have just got him from the start. He's better than most of our primos. Anyway, Danger's back to his Danger best. Now, Tom Stewart had another good game, 111. Thank God he didn't go nuts. He scored a 111. It was good enough if you own him, but it didn't damage the people that don't own him. It wasn't damaging, so thank God for that. That's because Sydney didn't get the ball in their forward line. Stewart couldn't score. Now, Jeremy Cameron kicked 5 goals to score 106. That's actually a poor score. 5 goals, only got 106. Well, if you think that's bad, Hawkins kicked 5 goals, scored 90. He's supposed to score points. He kicked 5 goals, he only scored 90 points. Something wrong there. Just calm it down. Now, who else? Jack Bowes, 96, had a good game, but I think most people would have got rid of him by now. He's going to be one of those players up and down. His mate Braun was watching from the stands. He jinxed us. Anyway, we'll talk about Braun in a minute. But was there anyone else? That should be it for Geelong. There was no one else of any interest. Mitch Duncan had another poor one again, 67. He might even get suspended. We don't know. He used a shoulder, knocked over a player. The commentators think nothing in it. But what I saw, it was something in it. So I don't know what they were watching. We must be watching a different game. Anyway, we won't talk about that anyway. And that's about it. Now check this out. Sam De Koning, all right, 44. He's a 22nd ranked player for Geelong, 44. All right, 22nd ranked player. Gulden, 47, just managed to beat the 22nd ranked player in Geelong. That's how bad Gulden's game was. Gulden, look at this, 50% disposal. He had 16 kicks, no handballs, 16 kicks. Only went at 50%. Only 8 of his kicks were efficient. He had 70 Dream Team points, only 47 Supercoach. It was terrible. He was playing on the wing. Pre-season, he tricked us. 70% mid-time pre-season in 2 games. But when it comes to the real thing, the horse just killed us again. Just come down, horse. Now, was there any other players here of interest? Well, not really. Callum Mills played fullback. I don't get this, okay? Callum Mills was fullback. They got smashed in the middle. Of course they got smashed in the middle. You put your best midfielder fullback and you get smashed in the middle. He repeated what he did in the grand final. Unheard of. In the last quarter, he puts him in the middle. Because what's he going to do? Win the game? He's lost the plot. The horse is gone. Horse and Bevo, they're having their own parties. Now, Jake Lloyd, if you got him in this week, 77. Thank God I didn't get him. Okay, oh, that was terrible. And he took a lot of kickings as well. And 77, terrible. Who else? Chad Warner, 61. City players, they're just unpredictable. City players and Bulldogs players, at least the Bulldogs players score points. City players don't score points. Who else was here? We talked about Goulden. It was terrible. Actually, let's get to Goulden. Okay, let's talk about Goulden. I'll put up a tweet. Let's have a look. I was smashing my guitar. I've been smashing my guitar non-stop. I've run out of guitars. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. I've got no guitars. They're just coming down, everybody. Anyway, I put here, Goulden, do something. I even put an S. Some things. He was doing nothings. Anyway, here's my replies. I've got 10 replies. John, my boy here, John, he says, it's been all downhill since my Bond VC score. Well, at least you got the VC score, John, because a lot of people are suffering right now. Just coming down, John. Now, Sly Sparks, he says, Warner, do something. I'm going to pull my hair. He's even got water, the poor thing. Just coming down, Sly Sparks. Okay. Matthew Dunn, he says, give Gilden a halftime pep talk. Would you? I actually forgot. I'm sorry, Matthew. I couldn't do it. I was too busy. And he's saying here, where was it? He's very upset right now. Just coming down, Matthew. Okay. Henry, he do nothing. Yeah, he did nothing. Henry, it was nothing. Okay, he did absolutely nothing. Jacob Blackwell, he says, he needs more than a rocket. Now, I feel sorry for Kate. Kate told me a quarter time. She said, smash the guitars, please. Just do it now. I said, no, we'll give him another quarter. I should have listened to Kate. Just coming down, everybody. Okay, I smashed him too early. Now, Eugene says, Matt Roberts, cash cow gone. Well, we're not talking about Matt Roberts now, Eugene. Okay, we know that he's gone too. Just coming down, Matt. We're finished. Okay, the man of the best name in the world, Zane. He says, I hope he gets off the wing this quarter. He got stuck there. Was there any more replies? There's more replies here. And M War 22. He said it's been a poo-poo Saturday. It's been a poo-poo-ass Saturday. Just coming down. And it says Neil, Wilmot, Roberts, and Goulden, while my opposition had Rosie, Stewart, and Rattaglia. Oh, my God, you've copped it. Mr. War, okay, sorry to hear about this. Just coming down. Let's continue. Now, Will Gould came on. He actually scored more than Roberts. Okay, we'll work that one out. Scored a 25. Is not good. Aaron Francis, 38. These are rookies. We're not going to make money. The cash is gone. We're poor. Just coming down, everybody. Now, and then Matt Roberts took the cake. 19 points. People had him on fields. Okay, I feel so bad for them. I put up a tweet. Let's see what they said on the tweet now. I smashed another guitar here, as you can see. Roberts subbed out. This one destroyed us. 134 likes. We've got some shares. This one was a disaster. Okay, 26 comments. Let's have a read of these comments now. Okay, the slippery gypsy. Okay, what did he say? He said, I put him on field after Baker scored. Didn't impress me. Well, Baker should have taken a Baker score. How do you not take a Baker score? Just coming down. He says that, Baker score looking like prime Gary Ablett Jr. score in comparison. Well, that's unlucky, man. That's funny. All right, now, well, no, I'm not laughing at you, okay, slippery gypsy. I'm not laughing at the comments, okay, just coming down. Now, Nick, he says, you might not have many, get the minimum 20, 50 points that we need for the comp. We're in trouble. That's a comp he's talking about. We need 2,050 for one of our comps. We're going to struggle. We're all going to be in trouble. Just coming down, Nick. Okay. Now, Jeffrey Head, my boy Jeff, he says, oh, geez, well, bugger. Well, he's just saying poo-poo. He's not happy. Just coming down. And now he had to field him with Zerrett and Green. Oh, that's unlucky. Okay, very unlucky, Jeff. Green on the pine. Okay, Engo, there's no cash here. There's no cash. Engo wants some money. Well, I got no money, Engo. We're in trouble. Just coming down. Now, Peter C., he got lucky. Well, he didn't get lucky. He was smart. He was smarter than all of us. He didn't put him in the team. He got Samus Mitchell instead. Well, it was good thinking, Peter. Anyway, the Snake says, my bench is a rookie graveyard. I think all of ours is. Our benches are gone. Now, Hexorcism, okay, it's smashing everything. Hexorcism's gone crazy. Just coming down, Hexorcism. Okay, yep, I fielded him because Johnson's score. Then I look at Goulden's score. Horrible thinking. Yep, opponent will have him. Nope, opponent doesn't have him. Just coming down. Now, the Freo girl, The sub-risk was always there, but I still went with the flow. Thank my lucky stars lucky he didn't field him. But we're gonna lose some. We're gonna lose some cash. Now, Jacob Blackwell, that guitar is copying it this weekend. It's copped it a lot, Jacob. The guitar's smashed. Matthew says we need 2 guitars on this one. Actually, we need about 10 of them. Okay. Berlin accidentally put him on field. Tom Smith, 33. Can't catch a break, he says. He says, me mad. He's very mad. Just come on down, Tom Smith. Now, Harvey Sutherland, cash generation right now is burned. It's all gone. Just come on down. Stop burning the cash, Harvey. Just come on down. Okay. Reece Shearer, Supercoach gods, just won't let me have a good weekend. He said Phil Roberts and Gilden, he can't poo-poo them off. Being disappointing Supercoach was, it's been very bad for Reece. Just come on down, Reece. Now Cody Gecko is smashing another guitar. Thank God it wasn't my guitar. Just come on down, Kogi. Now, Martin Lovett on field with Fergus now, certain to kick 4. Well, he probably will. Or I hope he does, because I've got him on field as well. Just coming down. Anyway, Archie Coral put him on field. He can't come down. Well, you gotta come down. Gezim is not happy. He said it's poo-poo. Harry's not happy. Shambles, he's saying. Absolute shambles. Just come down, Harry. Now, Masic on field. Unfortunate. Emma, oh my God, I had to field him in case Oliver was laid out. That's unfortunate, Emma. That's very unlucky. Joey is crying. Just come down, Joey. Okay, we're all crying now. Just come down, Joey. Okay. Grunter's dog box. Okay, what did he say? He said missed it by 1 minute. He took a leak. He missed it by minutes. Had Ian Callahan and Constable to switch. He said poo-poo this year. Just to calm me down. He needs to listen to the satellite press conference to cheer him up. Well, just cheer up Grunter's dog box. Just come down. Okay. Now, Zane J. Barnard, my boy here, Zane, he's having a chatterbox today, Zane, my boy. He said he chose Johnson over him, but he wasn't much better, and he lost out. Our cash generation is gone. It's all gone. Zane, the cash is gone. Just come down. We have to all shop at Victoria Market this week again. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Even my boy here, Tim Mitchell, he's saying I get knocked down, but I get up again, and then you're never going to knock me down, but keep me down. He gets knocked. Everyone, we're all getting knocked down. Now, check this out. From Bryce Mitchell, okay. Now, Matt Roberts, he's minus 18k. Is probably going to be out for about 4 or 6 weeks, unless he goes to Gordon's doctor. He might be out for 2 weeks. Just come down. We're going to make sure he says Gordon's doctor. But then again, they probably won't play him. But then again, they don't have anyone else. Anyone just coming down, everybody. We might have to hold him for a little bit, see how he goes. All right, let's continue. Now, if you've got Roberts on the bench, all right, and you're worried about Davey, if you got something similar to mine, like I got here Roberts and Davey on the bench plus Tom Green because he's not playing, okay. And if you got Constable looping the 2 of them, what you can do, all right, is switch Davey and Constable, switch Davey and Taranto, so leave Taranto there. Now, if you also got Samaniti, which I happen to have as well, okay, you can then loop Green with Davey. So, for example, Green is playing on the Sunday, so you can loop Green. Right now, if Green has a big score, you just take Davey off and put Samaniti on. So you can have Green score plus Van Rooyen. So you got to decide which one you want to play, Van Rooyen or Davey. But because they've both got the late games, and Skill's got the early games, it's best to loop Green, okay? In case you want to loop them, just come down. All right, now, with our projection, all right, what are we projected this week? Let's have a look. Our team projection, it's gone haywire, okay? Now, our score of 114 is not included because we got Madden as a ruck, because we took our captain's score. So we're going to add 114 to our projection of 2275. So we're doing okay this week still. We're at 2389. Okay, so it's not too bad compared to much of the chaos that's out there. It's been because we've been able to shop cheaply and buy all these cheaper primos that are doing it not too bad. Anyway, let's continue. If you're having a bad week, don't worry too much. There's a lot of people having a bad week. Okay, I've seen disaster everywhere. It's like a war zone right now. The rookies aren't scoring. We're in trouble. Okay, so we need to get these rookies off the field as fast as possible. We need to bring in, doesn't matter which market you go to, you have to bring the cheap primos in. Next week, Day's going to be cheap. You just have to get him, okay? Because we can't get the best of the best. It's not going to happen. So just get the best of the cheap ones. Just come down, okay? And don't worry about going to Prada or to Chanel to buy your players. Just go to Victoria Market, okay? Just come down. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.